Welcome to Ebonix Academy, where I teach you my favorite Sims 4 tips and tricks and sim tutorials. Today's lesson is going to cover something that I get asked so often. How do you organize your mods folder? An organized mods folder will save you so much time and pain when it comes to our frequent updates. Kicking off with accessories, I organize my accessories by age because we can use a lot of adult accessories between frames, so the masculine and feminine frames, as well as the genders. Children, it's the same, you can use it universally, as well as toddlers. I don't have an infant folder just yet because we are still developing as much custom content for them as possible, but once I do get my hands on enough infant accessories, they will have their own folder too. I have a beards folder here, but I think in this moment I was like, well, actually this would make more sense to be in my genetics folder. So I'm going to show you what my genetics folder looks like as well. So here you can see I've got beards, body hair, eyes, feet, overlay. So it makes more sense for beards to be in this folder. Next up, we have the build mode folder. I have this particular build just because I was using it for a let's play, so I wanted to make sure I had everything in it, but that's why it's separate. But I do have a separate build mode and buy mode folder. So in my build mode folder, I've got everything separated according to the categories that we have in the game. So awnings, balconies, etc, etc. I have a merge packages file folder as well, just because there are some creators who make bulk windows, who make bulk doors. So I just really wanted to make sure I had a merge package of that. So that is all in my build mode. Do not get overwhelmed by my buy mode folder, but I have a lot of folders. I have a lot of folders in my buy mode. I've kind of separated it to make sense to my brain. So it doesn't have to be this intense, but I've got a lot of folders in here. So I've kind of done it, sometimes it's by creator, sometimes it's by function. So I've got things like surfaces, I've got things like toddlers, specific stuff for toddlers, but then I've got also like separated by creators, and I've got miscellaneous things. So it just kind of, it made sense for me to separate it in a way that would make sense if I needed to switch things out. So like, for example, lighting, we had a batch fix for all the lighting, so it made sense to have a lighting folder and an activity. So it really depends on how you want to organize it, but I've organized it this way just so that I know that I've got creators who make a bunch of things in one folder, and then if it's kind of like miscellaneous things, then I can put it in its designated folder. I've got my cast background folder. I've got a Christmas folder for like random Christmas stuff, but I've also now got my clothes. My clothes are separated by female, adult male, child, and toddler. Again, infants have their own folder that's got all of the cast stuff in it because we're still building it up, but they will also get their own clothes folder. I'm gonna break this down as best as I possibly can to make it make sense for everyone, but yes, this is my female clothing folder. So I've done it according to creators that I've got a lot of clothes of. So for example, Bella Allure, Ellie Simple, Camouflage, and then I've got other creators kind of separated by alphabet, so A to D, E to I, etc, etc. I haven't done that with the male folder. I've only done that according to the alphabet, because a lot of the male custom content I have is by creator. So as you can see, my creator list is very long, very long. And yeah, child and toddler, they're all kind of merged together. But yes, this is my creator list. So this is the list of and folders of creators that I have a lot of custom content for, and it made the most sense for me to give them their very own specific folders because I have a lot of content for them that varies between different types of content. So it's hairs, it's clothes, accessories, build and buy stuff. So they have a bunch of different stuff that, you know, I wanted to just have in one place so that I know where to find it if needs be. At this point, I decided eyebrows should also be in the genetics folder. So we're going to check out the genetics folder now. So as you can see, we've got beards, body hair, eyebrows, eyes, feet, overlays, overrides, skin details, and skins. So overrides is really important to have it separate. I underline this, have it separate, because these are the things that you don't want duplicates of. You don't want duplicate override teeth. You don't want duplicate override feet. You don't want duplicate override the no eyelashes fix. And remember what I told you about batch fixing? You don't want to batch fix anything in this folder. You don't want to disallow any of this for random. So that's why I said keep your overrides folder separate from all of the main things that are in your CC and your mods folder. because you don't want to batch fix it and you then also don't want duplicates. But yes, I've separated skins and skin details. So skins is like just the skin colors that you get to pick from the picker, and then the skin details are the kind of bags and the wrinkles and the moles, etc, etc. And then the overlays are kind of the skin overlays, so the ones that kind of change the way the face actually looks and what makes our Sims look good, okay? But yes, this is how I've separated it to make it make sense for me. The next folder is a big one. It's hair, it's hair, it's hair. We love our hair, I know we do. So I'm still organizing this folder because I've had a lot of these hairs for years. You can see 2019 is one of the oldest merged files I've got. So I'm still organizing this folder, but I've been separating it by creator, especially by creators I've got a lot of content by. Here we have infants. Like I said, I've got build and buy stuff for infants, which I've already merged, and I'm merging and will be unmerging as time goes on. And then I've got my infant CAS folder as well, my creator sim stuff. But again, we're building it out, so I need time for that. I've got my loading screen separate because, you know, we like to switch it up every now and again. And I get asked a lot when I'm streaming, who's that loading screen by? And I just like to be able to look in the folder and be able to give the person a name of who the creator is. Next folder is makeup. So I've separated my makeup by lips, face and eyes. I do have Sephora as a separate folder because they've got a lot of stuff and they used to be called MAC Cosmetics. So I thought, okay, boom, let me just put all of their stuff in this one folder. But yes, I've got eyeliners and eyeshadows and eyes. Faces, I've got blush and is it face mask, and then lips is obviously lipsticks, lip gloss, etc. Next folder, I've got a mermaid folder. I've got Mori set. Again, this is just something I needed for a let's play. I've got mermaid separate. So I've got a bunch of stuff that I have merged already, but it's not very big. And these are things that I've kind of had in there for a while. I don't usually play with mermaids, so I don't even know why I still have it, but it's there. This part of the video is important, okay? I have got so many separate mods folders, and this is for a reason. This is, I think, the most important part of the video. If there's anything that you want to organize and keep organized, it is the mods section of your mods folder. I have got so many mods that obviously elevate the gameplay, change the gameplay, make the gameplay what it is for me. And so I need to keep this organized because we get updates. I'm pretty sure more than some people change their underwear. So having these folders separate, knowing that what the creators' names are, what's particular, especially like particular mods, like knowing what those are, it's just so crucial. So I've separated it by name of the creator. Some of them even have just a specific what this mod is, such as Nate, the milestone mod. I've got the immersive social bunny mod. Then you've got overrides as well. You want to make sure that your overrides are in a specific folder that you know where it is, so that if you need to switch out an override for something or an override is broken, you've got that. I've got miscellaneous mods from different creators that kind of make small changes to the game but don't necessarily need their own folder. And then the rest, like I said, is all pretty much, it's either the creator name or it is the actual mod that it is. So the Roberki Meaningful Stories, there's no other mods of him that I use, or theirs that I use, but I use the Meaningful Stories, so it makes most sense to have specific mods that change a lot to have their own folder. Next folders I've got my CC. I've got a new CC folder, so we talked about this in one of my last videos. I have a folder that I put all of the new CC I've downloaded in, just to make sure everything works fine. I've got a testing folder that I transfer CC that I've made and tested, or that I'm testing, and then I put it into my main CC folder. And then I've got tattoos, sliders and presets. Tattoos, I was thinking about this again. I was like, are we gonna put this in gymnastics? Well, I left it. So sliders, I've separated my sliders and my presets to body presets, body sliders, face presets, and face sliders. I think after they broke during one of the last updates, I wanted to separate them, and it made a lot of sense to keep these separate so that if something is broken, then I can just take out all of the sliders at once or take out all of the presets at once. And this final part of the video is mods that you just put directly in the mods folder, that you don't even change the name of the folder as it comes. So I've got Team X. So Team X always suggests to just put his mods directly in the folder, but then there are mods like this one, the Northern Siberia Winds, cache tuning, base mental, the eye shine removal. So there are quite a few mods that I like to just put directly in the mods folder because that is the recommendation of the creator. It causes a really big change in the game, and I think it would be easier if it was just directly implemented rather than going through a subfolder like the rest of the mods that I have. So Base Mental always recommends for his mod to go directly in the folder, so I always keep it there. And yeah, so but it's completely up to you whether you do this. I wouldn't say do too many. 100% would say Base Mental for sure, and a couple of the other little ones. But yeah, no, so this is it. This is the mods folder. Praline though, I wanted to touch on Praline because Praline is one of those creators I've got so many things of. They make so many different things. So I had to even break down their folders. I've broken down their folders into subfolders, but nothing deeper than this. So this is as far as it goes. So I didn't separate accessories from earrings to piercings to nails, etc. But I've got theirs broken down, and I think that's the only folder I've got like that. But yes, that is my mods folder, babes. If you have any questions, please just drop me a comment and let me know in the comments. But I hope this has been helpful for you. This helps keep me super organized and super happy and less stressed. If you enjoyed the video, please hit like and subscribe. Hit the bell so that you know when I drop another video. And let me know in the comments what you would like to see, and I can get you gathered, okay? Bye.